In today's video, we are going to solve the problem set from physics. It's 9th class physics and the chapter is kinematics. So first of all, I will read the question. The question here says a bus is moving on a road with 15 meters per second and it accelerates at 5 meters per second. Find the final velocity of the bus after 6 seconds. So first of all, we are going to see what's the data that is given in this statement and what's the required question which we have to answer. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to note down the data. So here we have velocity that is given to us, given data, and this is the problem set A. So initial velocity that is given to us is 15 meters per second. Secondly, we are given acceleration that is 5 meters per second square. Third thing is time that is also given, it's 6 seconds. And the unknown quantity here, that is the final velocity of the bus, which we have to find. So you may know that there are the equations of motions, and the first equation of motion that deals with the change in velocity, which is Vf is equal to Vi plus At. Alright, Vf is the final velocity, Vi is the initial velocity, A is acceleration, T is the given time. So what we will do, we'll just insert the values that are given here. Initial velocity is 15 meters per second. I'm just going to skip the units here. And one thing I should tell you, that while solving a problem you have to tackle the units, that should be in SI units. So that means meters for distance, time for seconds, and alright. So here the units are given in SI, so we are not going to change them. So acceleration that is given is 5, time is 6. Alright. So what we will do, we will just insert the values. There is 15 plus 5 into 6, and the answer is 45, and this is velocity, so it's going to be meters per second. That is the final velocity of the bus. Alright, and now I'm going to solve the next part, which says a car starts moving from rest with an acceleration of 5 meters per second square. Find out the time to travel 50 meter distance. Alright, so here there is a little. So now we are going to solve the second part of this problem set. So first I will read the statement that says a car starts moving from rest with an acceleration of 5 meters per second. Actually there is a mistake in the question, the unit here, it's supposed to be, because I told you the acceleration is meter per second square, so you have to correct this thing. So a car starts moving from rest with an acceleration of 5 meters per second square. Find the time to travel 50 meter distance. Alright, so again we will first look at what is given and what we have to find. So this is the problem set B, given data. So a car starts moving from rest, which means initial velocity is 0 meters per second, right? Because it is starting from rest position. And the second thing that is given is acceleration, that is 5 meter per second square. All right. And another thing that is given is distance, which is s is equal to 50 meter. All right. And what we have to find? We have to find the time that is required to travel this distance. All right. So as I told you earlier that for solving these problem sets we have to use equations of motions. Basically we have three equations of motions. All right. So we have to use the equation of motion based on the scenario or based on the problem set that we are solving. So in this problem set we have, we have three variables like velocity, acceleration, distance and time, actually four variables. So first I will look at what formula is going to fit in this situation. So that is, we have a equation of motion that is s is equal to vit plus half a t square. All right. Here s is distance, which is given, and in this problem set we have to find time. All right. So I'm just going to do what I'm going to do is I'm inserting the values in this equation. Distance is 50, and again I told you as the units are in SI, so I'm not going to change them. I will just insert the numbers here. So it's 50. VI, as I told you, it's 0. All right, because the car is starting from rest position. So this whole quantity is going to be 0, because if you multiply something with 0, the result is a null or a 0. Half acceleration is 5 and t square, which we have to find. All right. So from here this reduces to half, actually it's 5 divided by 2 t square. All right. So here what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rearrange this thing that is going to give me t square is equal to 100 divided by 5. All right. What I did here is just this 2 which was here in division is going to be, if I take it to the other side of the equation, is going to be multiplied. All right. So 2 multiplied by 50, that is 2 multiplied by 50 divided by this 5 is going to be divided. All right. So 2 into 50 is 100 divided by 5, and if I 5 ones are 5 and 5 20s are 100. All right. So here it's t square. So what we are going to do is just take a square root on both sides. Taking square root on both sides. All right. So it's going to be t square 20. So this is going to cancel this. T is equal to square root of 20. So we have to use a calculator here. So what I'm going to do is square root. Now we have to find square root. Where is it? It's right here. Into 20. All right. This is going to give me 4.472. 4.472, and this is time, so it's going to be in seconds. All right. So this is the solution to this problem set.